Okay, we're going to finish up on sentiment analysis with visualizing differences for this affin data. This should be relatively quick, so hold on to your horses. We're going to start by creating a bar plot for affin. We're going to take the affin mean form, and we're just going to basically say, hey, I want to plot this out by completion string and mean sentiment. I want my x-axis to be the completion string, my y-axis to be the mean sentiment. I want to do a stat, which is summary, and that's basically when you provide the mean scores. I want to flip this over. I want to label the x and y axes, and I wanted to get a subtitle or an overall title. And when you run that, you're going to see that there do not seem to be any differences in student scores for sentiment based on whether the student completed or did not complete the MOOC. But this is for the valence scores themselves. And remember, if you really want to do a solid job with sentiment analysis, you're probably going to bring in valence scores, you're going to bring in binary scores, you're going to bring in a variety of different types of scores to capture all the different phenomena you might find with sentiment analysis. All right, as before, we're going to do a simple t-test just to see if there's a difference between these two numbers. Very unlikely, but let's do it just in case. There might be some huge standard deviation differences, but very unlikely. So again, we're looking at the affin mean form scores. We have completion strings and we have mean sentiment, which is really all we need. So we can just use the function t-test. We can say, hey, I want to know the difference between mean sentiment by completion score that you find in the affin mean form. And as you might imagine, our t-value is very, very, very small. Our p-value is very, very, very high. And you can see the mean score differences here are basically negligible at best. So there are no differences in the overall valence of students that completed the class and those that did not. There's some more code down here if you want to visualize differences in words by the most frequent words between completed and incompleted. We are not going to go over that in class. That data is there if you're interested in doing kind of more of a qualitative analysis. So that kind of wraps it up for sentiment analysis. There are some other videos here that you'll need to go through to complete the class. But for now, we're going to call sentiment analysis quits. This has been an extremely brief introduction to natural language processing. We started out by understanding what tokenization is, and then we moved from tokenization to calling in word dictionaries that had values related to sentiment and doing some relatively simple analyses of MOOC data using that sentiment data. I will get back on a video soon enough to help with kind of your final project and explaining what that final project is going to be for this module. Thank you.